kekimo.
Embizi.
Embizi.
Enkoko okusinga z'amagi.
Enkoko naddala egy'amagi.
Okulunda ebyennyanja.
Okuliisa ebyennyanja.
Awamu n'okuteekako akatundu k'ettaka konaalimiramu emmere.
N'okuleka akakataka gy'osobola okulimiramu emmere yo gy'olya.
This one can be done by both the small people with small land and people with big land.
Kino kisobola okukolebwa n'abo balina ettaka leitono n'abalina ettaka leinene.
But the ones with big land,
naye ababa amataka lyamanene tubeegayirira
that please add on the following because the country needs them.
Nti bongereku binu kubanga ensi yaiswe ebyetaaga.
Amatooke agemere nag'omwenge abagala mwenge.
Agemere nago ge bakunyamu omwenge ge bakunyamu omubisi ne batoolamu omwenge.
Muwogo. Obulo. Kasooli.
Oduuma.
Ebikajjo. Famba. Oil seeds.
Enkaziga. Namaido.
Ranching.
N'okuliisa egy'ente gya bulijjo.
So this is what we are launching here.
Niye kino President ekyayizira kuyigulawo olunaku lwatyano.
This clarity of vision. It's not that we are not launching agriculture. We are launching clarity of vision.
Tituli kuyigulawo nti byokulima naye twizire n'ekintu ekirina omulamwa oba ekitegerekeka ekitangaala ekirina ekitangaala.
Clarity of vision. Clarity. Kubanga waliwo okutabula.
Waliwo okutabula naye ku luno tulina kuba ku mulamwa.
Okulungamya ani asaanidde okukola ki?
Okulungamya abantu baiswe ani asaanira okukola niki?
Ekinamuyamba ebyanaatuyamba ffenna okuva mu bwavu.
Ekisobola otuyamba sonasona okuva mu bwavu.
Kubanga tetwagala abantu bakole ebitabagasa.
President ataka abantu okukola nga ate bibakola tebyabagasebe.
Because what the boy was telling you here, that boy Bruce who was here.
Kubanga oyo muzungu Bruce ebyatukobanga.
If you had followed what he was telling you,
singa twagobereire ebyo,
there would have been a lot of cotton grown here.
And bairanganu waliwo famba mungi gwe tulimire.
The ginnery would have done well.
Eranga ekyoma kya pamba ekyo kyandibairenga kyakolere ku sayino.
Because Parish cotton is the best in the world.
Kubanga famba azo anu niyasinga obuso mu kyalo kyona kyona.
It is a long staple.
Alina wuzi mpanvu.
But the ginnery would do well.
Ekyoma kyandikolere kusa.
But the homesteads will remain in poverty.
Naye ebisito byandisigaire mu bwavu bw'ekitalo.
That's what I cannot accept.
Ekyo President ayikirirya akadi.
Because God gave me this position of leadership.
Kubanga Katonda yamuwaire okifo kino ekya President okulembera.
Is to see for my people what will save them, not to do things which can put them in trouble, even if they don't know themselves.
Yamuwaire kifo kino ekya okulembera ngo President kuonera abantu be ebintu ebibasobola okukola ebisobola okubayamba okubatoola mu bwinike so tikuwongera kubayinika.
So this is now getting out of poverty through agriculture.
So kino kye tulikola atyanu niko okuza mu bwavu nga tubita mu byokulima.
But agriculture is not the only way of getting out of poverty.
Naye ebyokulima oba ebyokulunda tini ebyonkana bitutoola mu bwavu.
There is also emyoga.
Waliwo ne program eyo emiyoga.
Now this one of agriculture will be at the parish level.
Eno parish development model yaba kumuluka.
We want it to be at the parish.
Tutaka ebe kumuluka.
Because first of all, it is near.
kubanga kumpi n'abantu.
But secondly,
Naye ekyokubiri,
we have removed the government people.
tutoyiremu abo abakozi be gavumenti abo.
Because previously with NADS,
Mu porogulaamu gya NADS egyo,
even with the Operation Wealth Creation,
n'egyo gya bonna bagaagawale,
government people were the ones giving seedlings, giving pigs, giving. They are the ones who would decide that you get, this one should not get.
Babakozi ba gavumenti abo niyo bagabanga ebintu ebyo, nsigo, bagaba ebisolo, era nga niyo abasalawo y'anafuna.
Eri emabega yonna abadde basalawo nti ono y'anaafuna olwaleero oba ono tafunne will not get, were government people.
Ebyenyuma ebyo awo gye twabanga nga niba basalawo ono niyo afuna ono tafune, baali bakozi ba gavumenti.
NADS,
Mu porogulaamu ya NADS,
later on I brought in soldiers.
naleeta muteta mukulu tete yaleeterekumu n'abasirikale bona.
Then I started hearing complaints.
Natandika kuwulira kwemulugunya
Beegabira bokka,
nti beegabira bananyere,
baguze ebifu,
nti oluisi baleeta bifu,
baguze ebyobuseere.
nti oluisi bagula by'ebbeeyi nene.
Now we have changed.
Ku luno tukyusiremu,
We shall get the money
twafunanga esente
and give it to your government at the parish.
ne baleetera kumuluka.
Government ye imwe ey'okumuluka
Gavumenti yanye ey'okumuluka eyo niyo gye baakuleeteranga esente, egye mwerondeire.
Aha. What is the committee? Soma committee.
Komiti eriku LC2 chairperson, niyo chairperson w'akakiiko kabeeta PDC, ne kubaako omuluka niyo muwandiisi w'akakiiko ako, ne kubaako chairperson wa Women Council kumuluka member, chairperson Youth Council kumuluka yena member, chairperson akakiiko kabaleme yena member, chairperson w'akakiiko kabazeeyi member, chairperson w'NRM okumuluka yena member, ni abantu 7.
Abo bonna 7 okujjako kanakazukulu akendabye wano.
Nti abo bona 7 okutolako mwizukulu ono omuluko gwabwe 9.
They are all elected by you.
Bona nimwe mubalonda.
So if they mishandle, apart from me taking them to jail, they will be your people who have let you down.
Eba abani bafafaaganya porogulaamu eno ng'ate nimwe mubalonda. Ng'otoyire ku yo president okubatwala mu makomera. Mwabanga bananyere nimwe mweriiremu lukwe kuba nimwe mubalonda.
Who knows about the money? Who can explain in Uganda how the money will come? Garabuzi. Jango onyonyere sente zinajja zitya.
Omukulu wa Galabuzi ono atwala bya PDM bamwetere aiza nyonyole jatambula gitya.
Omusaiza oyo amaita Oluganda kayogera Oluganda.
Your Excellency, webale nnyo.
Wadde talabika nga Muganda naye si kyansonga.
Your Excellency, nga bw'oyogedde kituufu nti ku luli esente zibadde nga zigenda ku district oba ne ziva
abantu abo ku district banange. Omusaiza oyo gwe bayita kaawo n'abasaiza abalala n'abakali nabo bafuuse ensonga. Abakali era baali kyabamayite kwiba, aye ennaku zino abakali nabo munange nabo bayiba. So abasaiza n'abakali abaliyo ku district okugenda mu maaso.
Your Excellency, nga bwe zigenda ku district community development officer oba production officers, abakozi ba district nga be bagenda ne bakola appraisal oba ne basalawo baani abagenda okufuna ebintu bino. Kaakati with your guidance era engeri gye watuwabulamu ne tugamba nti obuyinza tubuzzeeyo kwabo abagenda okufuna ssente era abazikozesa. So kye twasalawo ng'akakiiko era ng'otuwadde amagezi, twagamba nti ssente kati ziviira ddala mu finance ne zigendera ddala wansi ku ssaako y'abantu, abantu beekunga ne bakola ebintu bye balina okukola. Kati nga bw'ogambye enterprises omusanvu nti abalunzi b'embizzi, abalunzi b'enkoko beekolamu akabondo, era ssente ne zituuka ku ssaako y'omuluka gye bayita PDM ssaako. Ebibiina bino bibayambako buyambi kwekuŋŋaanya okuyiga, naye nga ssente zituukira ddala ku maka. Ab'amaka be baziaplayingira nga bayita mu bibiina byabwe
ziyise mu ssaako yaabwe.
Yes, nga ziyise mu ssaako yaabwe ey'okumuluka sebo.
Ziva mu finance,
okuva mu finance direct ku ssako ab'omu maka ne bazisaba nga bayita mu enterprises zaabwe.
Ate ssaako yaabwe abali mu kintu.
Ate ssaako yaabwe abawejjere era nga be beerondedde abantu baabwe.
Kale namuyangu jangu tugende mu maaso. So that is the new issue.
Eyo niyo enkola empya kabana.
First of all, the program is at the parish which is near.
Okusookera kimo enkola eno eri kumiruka okumpi n'abantu.
Garabuz has helped me to remember that actually the money will not go to the PDM, will not go to the Kachiko, the other akabantu musanvu.
Omukulu ogalabuzi yewukiirye pulezidenti nti esente gino tijaabe gye kakiiko kadde akabantu omusanvu.
You heard that there were these 7 activities.
Nti tuwulire nti waliwo ebintu ebyatukobeire omusanvu.
Ab'emwanyi,
ab'ebibala,
ab'enkoko, abo bonna buli kiti buli kirime bagenda kukola ssaako yaabwe. Is that correct?
Buli kirime buli bantu bakola ekibiina kyabwe oba buli
enterprise. Or can they have an omnibus where they have a number of things?
Your Excellency, obubondo buno oba ebibiina bino ebyegattira wamu oba households we zegattira wamu according to enterprise, kati nga pigare oba ab'emmwanyi,
they have their sako.
They have an enterprise group gye bayita enterprise. Kaakati essente bazijja mu sako yaabwe ey'omuluka.
Sako ey'omuluka ekwata byonna.
Exactly.
Okay. Naye bali omusanvu bakola iki obuyinza bwabwe?
Obuyinza bwabwe bwa supervision nti bano bwe banga basazeewo ebyo ebirimi bano batunula mu bintu ngeri gye babibasomesaamu ne balaba nti nno kye bakola kituufu, kubanga bano abali wansi aba enterprise groups ne saako eyo bantu ba bulijjo be bawejjere baffe ssebo abakolera ekidda kyonka. So bano babawabula.
Esente zigenda kwani?
Zigenda mu kibiina kya saako ezaabwe ekyabwe ekyabawejjere.
Ddamu ekinyonyere bulungi mu Luganda. Kinyonyere bulungi bano bategeera Oluganda.
Onkyonyonyere mu Luganda oba mu Luzungu?
Mu Luganda.
Mu Luganda. Essente ziva ku finance ne zidda ku sako. Sako nezigenda ku sako. Sako ya enterprises zonna eziri mu
yebali abakola
emirimu gy'enjawulo.
Biri omusanvu ebiri ku bitwagala.
Yes, sebo.
Basekwesira.
Yes.
Ate bali musanvu bali musaako oba?
Kati abo musanvu ye Parish Development Committee kati abo bakalabalaba be balaba ebintu ebigenda mu maaso ku bano abakolera ekidda kyonka kubanga ebibiina byabwe.
So the money goes to who?
The SACCO bano abawejjere.
Muwulire bannange. Have you heard, you people? You translate Namuyangu.
Nti banange muwulire ebyo omukulu abayira anyonyola nti sente egizeeda engulu giza ne gituukira okumuluka egiza omuluka giza mu bintu ebyemukola ebyo abasalirawo ku mente nimwo mugisaba ate temuwa abamemba banyu kwabo mu bisitu.
Namuyangu. Sente ziva demokwogera nti ziva engulu kubanga engulu eyinza kuba district eyinza kubawa. Sente ziva mu finance nezigenda mu SACCO. Is that correct?
Esente gizwa o Ministry ya Finance ne gizira kimo mu SACCO eyokumuluka.
Kati SACCO eyo yabali abalimi n'abalunzi ab'omu muluka ogwo abakoze ekibiina ekyawamu.
Your Excellency, tulina ekyokulabirako. PSST alina esente nga zivudde mu finance nga zigenze straight ku SACCO, alina ebipapula ebiwandiikwawo bayinza obbiraga ku screen. PSST aba ICT nga bwe mulaga SACCO kati ng'eyawano ku screen.
Your Excellency, esente twazisendinze oba twaziweereza mu SACCOs eza Parish Development Model ezabadde zimaze okukakasibwa mu kitundu kino ekya Bukedi. Olunaku lw'eggulo Ministry ya Finance, Planning and Economic Development yasendinze sente ezo yaziweereza mu SACCOs 29 zeninako wano ng'esooka bagiyita Namawondo Ward wano wetuli ekibuku. Sente twaziweereza mu akawunti yaabwe eya SACCO eyo gye baguddewo mu banka ya Housing Finance Embale milioni 17 ne banka charges zaakwo nga kweziri emitwalo 38. Eyokubiri bagiyita Malangwa PDM SACCO. Malangwa PDM SACCO nayo twagiwe eno ng'eri mu district ya Butaleja twagiweereza nayo milioni 17 n'emitwalo 38. Endala bagiyita
ekyo kimala wabaliyo ekyo kimala. So you can hear
Kale msolo kuwulira
that the money
nti sente
went to the SACCO
yabiire kimo mu SACCO ey'okumuluka.
and the SACCO is made by the members.
Ate SACCO niye mwe abamemba mwena mwe n'omuluka,
The ones who are involved in agricultural production of especially these enterprises which we have prioritized.
imamwa amulikola ebintu ebyo naddala President byasomere ebyatukobeire.
The other committee of supervision, the PDM committee, is a supervising group.
Akakakiiko kaba PDC omulimo gwawe kulondoola
To supervise, kulondoola and
okulondoola n'okulabirira
okulaba nti ebintu tebyonooneka.
okuwona nti ebintu program teyonoonoka.
So the money will not go to the PDM council.
Se sente tijaba tetekwaba mu kakiiko kana ka PDM.
It will go to to the bananyini kintu.
Esente jaizirako moja imwe abananyerejjo omuluka.
Kati olaba bali abasayiza n'abakali bali abawakati abo.
Eri abakali n'abasayiza.
Abasayiza abo n'abakali abo.
Jibuukira abasayiza n'abakali abo abakozi abo.
Abawakati okuva Kampala kugenda kutuuka Namawundu munange.
Abakati awo simanyi district Gombolola ejo jibabuukire jibatambukire kuva Kampala kwizirako omuluka.
Abo bona mbagyemu.
Bona mukulu abatoiremu.
So that is the second most important.
Ekyo niyo ekintu ekyokubiri ekikulu.
The third one is that when you get,
ekyokusatu kiri nti oba omalira okugifuna
mwerondamu ani gwe munatandika naye saako yonna.
Abananyere mwerondamu mutandika naye ani omumuluka gwanyu omusaako yanyu ey'omuluka eyo.
Kubanga nga kati mufunye 17 million.
Kati ngati ani mufunire obukaire 17.
Next year you are going to get 100 million.
Mwaka gwe sente ogwiraku tete mwakufune milioni obukaire 10.
Now I don't want you okuzitematema nezibula omugaso.
Tataka mujawulaawulemu tete gibenga giwula n'omugaso be.
Our estimation is that if you could select now this time, you select like 17 people.
President akoba nti yamageza gatuwa nti nadala saawa eno mwandirondera abantu 17.
Each one gets like 1 million.
Buli muntu nabanga afuna akakaire kalamba.
We had calculated that with 1 million,
twabalirire nti ng'omuntu afunira akakaire kalamba,
somebody could buy seedlings of coffee
omuntu noaba agulire endokwa gy'emyanyi
to plant an acre.
Okoma inkenamba.
So that an acre is 450 seedlings.
Eka mweze abamu endokwa 450.
We calculated it would take about 180,000.
Ejo gitwala emitwalo 18.
And that leaves you with 820,000 to do other things.
Ekyo kikulekera emitwalo 82 okole ebintu ebindi.
So that now you have 17 people who have started properly.
Awo ne kituwa nti tuba tulina abantu 17 naye nga batandikire kussa.
Next year, when you get 100 million, you now handle 100 homesteads.
Omwaka gwe sente ogwiza okutandikira omugwo 7 tete ne tufuna miliyoni 10 awo tete tuba tuyamba maka 10.
1 million, 1 million, 1 million.
Buli muntu ngera afuna kakaire kamu.
By the time we finish the Kisanja, we shall have finished about 300, 400 homesteads in the parish.
Etwamalirako ekisanja kino tuba tugabire ebisito nga 3, 4.
So, no Rachel, remove unhealthy rivalry.
Kale ekyo kiba kituyamba okutambula.
Mujjemu obujja mu mirimu gyammwe.
Tutolemu obusungu oba eyali mu mirimu gyaiswe.
Obusungu obujja. Ehali. Abagwere banyankole ddala. Mwihe mwihali mujje mwihali okugamba nti gunda afunye zifunye nawo kafune ekimatiza atambule.
Tutoleme yali okobambu odiena odafunire zena nfune tuleka batono bafune batambule kusani omukibo kya buli muntu okutaka okutwala katontono ate nga tekatugasire.
Omwaka oguddako nange ngenda kufuna.
Mwaka gwiraku wena obosobola okufuna.
Ogunaddako ono naye agenda kufuna.
Mwaka gwiraku tetogondye n'abandi bona ne bafuna.
Because like I went to Lira during the time of NADS.
President yabireko eyerira langeyo mu biseera bya NADS.
And I saw somebody had planted 20 seedlings of citrus.
yagaina dakomere dale michungwa ebikolo 20 byonka.
I said, but what will 20 seedlings do?
President yewirye dale ono oyenda okwabirya gye michungwa yafuna muniki.
To plant seedlings of coffee, I think, of citrus, I think you need like 120 in an acre.
Emichungwa mwinke moiza wetaaga ebikolo 12.
Yeah, so they should have given one person the whole acre and finish with that one.
Sabo balinga basobola kuwa omuntu moiza nakomeeka yeeyona yona ne waayo ebikolo 12 bamanya nti bamalire n'oyo.
Bwaba wankoko mumuwereze ekimatiza, but we are estimating like 1 million.
So oba wagaba nkoko baawo omuntu enkoko egimatiza naye nga president akoba nti buli kisito kifune million moiza oba kakaire kamu.
So these are PDM on agriculture.
Eyo ni enkola eno eya PDM okwata ku byokulima kulunda.
But there is emyoga,
naye waliwo tete enkola emyoge,
which means is artisanship.
Abo aba ebyokozesa engalo, ebyemikono,
carpentry,
ng'okubayiza,
metalwork,
okwokya ebyoma,
okunogora is ceramics.
Okola ebiwumbe.
All those are part of the, even are part of the myoga.
Ebyo byonna ni enkola y'emyoga.
Those are at the constituency.
Ebyo biri ku masaza banange.
Then we have industries.
Tata tulina n'amakolero gonna.
Big ones and smaller ones.
Amatono n'amanene.
The government will also support those because this parish development model would generate a lot of products.
Government yaba kuyamba okulaakulanya amakolero amatono n'amanene kubanga enkola eno ya parish development model yaba okutukolera okutuwa ebintu bingi.
Where will they go? They must be processed.
Byabayina birina okulongoosebwamu.
So we need a lot of small industries and big industries.
So twetaaga amakolero amatono n'amanene.
So therefore, amakuba ana ag'okuva mu bwavu.
Kale tulina amanzira ena ag'okutoola mu bwavu.
Commercial agriculture through intensive agriculture and extensive agriculture.
Okulima nga tulima okufuna sente nga tubita omukulimira atono naye nga tufuna mu kinene oba okulimira anene naye nga tufuna yone sente gitugasa.
Secondly, industries.
Ekyokubiri makolero.
Big and small.
And amatono n'amanene.
Thirdly, services. Services, border, hotels, bachimyozi, all those are part of services.
Ekyokusatu niye empere lyange amahotero entambula nga maboda.
Those are services.
Niyo
and some of those are in the myoga. If you look in the myoga, 18 of them, some of them are there.
Ate ebindi bino biri mu program y'emyoga.
Now, coming to our area here, Eastern Uganda.
President Abanga ayirire okwenebuzwa isana.
I want you really to okuchuka. Okuchuka is the Nyankore word for weaning a child from suckling the mother to something else.
Nti tulina okuzira.
Okwita kuzira.
Oba okuzirisya.
Aha. Tulina okuzirisya. Abantu baife beisu mu Eastern Uganda okuva ku swamp rice omuchere gwomu muntobazi.
Nti tulina okuzirisya abantu baiswe omuchere gw'okulima omwiga.
Omwiga, you call it omwiga?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Oh, abagwera bano banyankwere beira. Omwiga in Runyankwere means the edge of the papyrus swamp. That's Omwiga. So, tulina okubazirisya kuva ku ntobazi okulimiramu omuceere mulunde ebyennyanja.
Nti balina okutuzirisya okulima omuceere omumwiga naye tuliisiryemu ebyenyanza.
Omwana bw'omuzirisya abanyankole okutuusya. When you take the child from suckling the mother, he starts taking porridge and other things.
Omwana bamuzirisya amata oba amabeere atandika okulya ebintu ebindi ng'obuugi.
Ati ninyandako batuusya kubaha omuceere gw'ebisharira muliisa ebyennyanja.
So President ataka okutuzirisya okuliisya omuceere omwiga twire okuliisya ebyenyanza.
There is a lady, the tall lady, my fisheries lady. I saw her in the group there.
Waliwo omukyala akola mu byenyanza,
Commissioner, I saw her somewhere.
President amuwaine kwanu.
Where is that lady?
Commissioner Fisheries. Commissioner Fisheries.
Come this way, come. Jangwano, where was the call? Waliwo musango wano. Go slowly, a mother doesn't run. Gana mpora. Omaite orugwere orumaite. Explain how you sabotaged my Limoto fisheries project, how you sabotaged it. You tell these people how you did it.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Joyce Ikwaput Nyeko, Acting Director of Fisheries Resources. Your Excellency, the Limoto Fish Project, I'm sorry to say, did not do as expected because of poor design by the ministry which did the construction. They did not provide for proper drainage systems. But we are working with them to correct the drainage system, because with a fish pond, you must have proper drainage to allow in supply of fresh, clean water and be able to take out wastewater. Because once the water quality is bad, the fish does not grow properly.
Oh, okay. Okay, you translate that for the people. Apoyo. Go and sit down.
Omukyala ono niyo mukugu okuzwa mu kitongole
You can go and sit down. You can go and sit down.
Abaire nga ayirame ekibuuzo omukulu w'eggwanga kyamuwiirye nti lwaki purojekiti y'erimoto gye baali batuteekerewo y'okuliisa ebyenyanza tiyakolere kusa. Omukulu ono namukoba nti ebidiba ebyo tiba bisimire kusa. Ekidiba ekituufu kirina okubanga kingirya amaizi amayaka ate nga kifulumya amaizi amakyafu. Naye bino biba tukoleire bibule dizayini eyo bati babidizayiningire batyo. Se projekti ne banga tekolere kusa.
But now they are correcting it.
Nti naye bali kukitereeza.
So the reason I really want you to get out of the swamps
Sensonga lwaki omukulu w'eggwanga takatuza omumiiga
is that first of all, it's not necessary for you to be in the center of the swamps for you to get money.
Ekisooka tiweetaaga kuba kati omumwiga iwe okufuna sente.
We shall make that Limoto was showing that you can get fish ponds at the edge of the swamp, make more money than when you are growing rice in the center.
Nti ngati ano Limoto oyo tusobola okusima ebidiba kumbale kwa mwiga nofuna ne sente nyingi okusinga ng'emubaire mukolera akati ananyerenyera omwiga.
And at the same time, the river, the swamp comes back.
Ate era mu kiseera ky'ekima ekyo omwiga ne gutereera.
Comes back with water.
Ne gwira nga n'amaizi go nagayirire, ne gutereera nga gulimu n'amaizi.
And also the swamp grass.
N'eisubi lyonna ne liira.
Now, the water, we need it for irrigating land which is not in the river, not in the swamp.
Amaizi tugeetaaga okusukirira bino ebitundu ebitali mu mwiga.
Because when you see the demonstrations here, one of them is irrigation.
Ng'emuwona ab'agriculture kye batukoleire, ekimu okuba kibateekera okutulagisya engeri enaana egyo erina okukola.
One of the most intelligent African tribes are the Basoga.
Eggwanga erisinga okuba erigezi ku lukalu lwa Afirika Basoga.
Because the Basoga,
Kubanga iba Basoga
long ago,
okuzwaira
they understood it.
Bakitegeire.
They understood something.
Waliwo ekye bategeireku.
Because in the other tribes,
Mu mahanga gandi
like the Banyankore,
nga Banyankole,
rain is called Enjura.
nti onkendi bamweta enjuba omulunyankole.
And Banyankore,
Enjura omulunyankole.
and they have got different names for different types of rain.
Ng'ate waliwo ebika bingi ebyankendi.
They can say the rain with wind is Ihunga.
Ompunga bamweta iwunga. Onkendo yatonyera mu mpunga.
With wind.
Onkendo atonyera mu mpunga oyo baiza n'ompunga bamweta iwunga.
Then the rain which falls in the morning is Omjumbi.
Onkendo yatonya makezi bamweta omujumbi.
And that's how I knew that Bagwera Banyankore, because I even found somebody here called Mijumbi here. I found somebody called Mijumbi here.
Niye kyova Presidenti yategeire mangu ntabagwere n'Abanyankole be bamu kuba yagayinaanu omujumbi. Tera tumumaito Sheeka Mujumbi Sulaiman.
The Mijumbi means somebody who was born during the morning rain.
Mujumbi kitegeeza omuntu eyabyaliwirwa makezi ng'obunkendi butonya.
Then Ortonyerera, when it is small rain, there is another Ortonyerera.
Olutonyerera niye ng'obunkendi butonya butontono.
So the Banyankore spent so much time describing rain and also different type of rain.
Abanyankole batwaire ebiseera bingi nga banoonya amalina ga buli kika kya nkendi.
Even the Baganda, they have something like that.
N'Abaganda bona batyo.
Aya abasoga bakitegeerera nti amadi madi, or don't waste our time please.
Naye babasoga tibatawaanire bazire eno erina lima ntaago gona bageeta maizi.
So you can see the Basoga were more scientific.
So kyova olina okuwona nti babasoga nga balimu science mungi.
Because whether it is coming from up or down, please don't waste our time. It is all Amadi.
Kubanga oba ngenda azwangulu oba azwansi oba mwitakali gona bageeta maizi.
So here they are demonstrating to you.
Ati anaano bali kutulaga.
Instead of waiting for the water from up, Amadi, from up,
Omukifo ky'okuumirira onkendi
to grow the crops,
okulima ebibala byaiswe.
get the water which is already in the swamp and bring it up and grow the crops.
Tutwala amaizi omumiga kubanga olwedde gaba galiwo tuleete tusukirire ebirime byaiswe.
Abasoga bakukobeera nti gona madi, please.
Babasoga amalirairo otukobera nti ago gongona gaba maizi.
So now you are drying the madi in the swamp
Naati aniise tukalirya amaizi omumiga
with the rice.
Olw'okuba tulima omuceere.
So please let the madi come back in the river.
So tuyikirirya amaizi gaira omumiga.
So that we can use it for irrigation.
Tusobole ogakozesa okusukirira ebirime byaiswe.
But also there is a grass It's called ebigugu.
Waliwo eisubi eryebeeta ebigugu.
I think the scientific name is Cyperium latifolia or something like that.
Erina eituufu ery'ekinasayansi balyeta Cyperium latifolia, eno mu Lugwere tubyeta bigugu, Your Excellency.
Now, that bigugu is very good. You cut it for mulching these coffee farms we are talking about.
Ebisubi ebyo bye tweta ebigugu bisa by'okutema noiza noyalirira omwanyi gwo.
Now, because of the mistake
naye olw'ensobi gye tukola
of invading the wetlands,
okwaba kulumba emiiga,
once I went to Bushenyi,
olundi yabire Bushenyi eyo,
I was helping a model village there.
yalayina ekimu ku byalo ebyokuwonerako ebyala yamba.
Then they said, we want a pickup.
Ne bamusaba emmotoka epickup.
Pickup for what?
Nabawulya nti yaki?
That they need to Okusaka to go and buy a bigugu from 30 miles away.
Mbu ne bamukaa nti baali bagitaka kwabanga emayiro 3, olugendo lw'emayiro 3 okusaka eisubi eryo ebigugu ebyo.
To buy a bigugu to come and mulch, because the bigugu here in the nearby wetland had been destroyed. What sort of lack of foresight is this?
Mbunga bamukobera ati bye byawano byali byakalire babyononere kale nga balina okutambula emayiro 3 kwaba okugula. Sawulya okodala kubona kwengeri kyokwo.
We don't want okusaka ebigugu.
Tetutaka okusaka ebigugu byo na busaki.
Let the swamp come back, we cut the bigugu which is nearby and we mulch. God has done everything for us.
Tuleke emiiga giirewo erya isubi lye tweta ebigugu lyona libeemu tusalenga nga biri kumpi na iswa.
Yes, you cut and it grows again. God has arranged everything.
Obisala tete binanyere ne bikula.
Yes, you cut, they grow again. Banyangoni call it okushebuka. They cut, they grow again.
Obisala tete ne bisebuka ne bikula.
How can we fight God?
Ekyo kyona kitulemeire niki?
How can we fight God?
Lwaki tulwanisyo Katonda? Lwaki tulwanisyo Katonda?
God has put here water for us. God doesn't drink water. Have you seen God drinking water?
Mbo Katonda tutekeire awa maizi ate tukimaite yo Katonda tanywa maizi ago. Muona ngako Katonda nga anywa maizi.
The water is for us. The bigugu are for us. So please, the reason why we want to get out of the swamp is that rice is a bad crop for the economy, for the swamp. We can use those swamps much better in a much better way.
Nti Katonda yatutekeirewo obemiiga gino tugikozese kusa tusobola okufunamu era embeera gyaise ne gitereera n'ebyenyingirya ne bitereera nga tetwononere emiiga gino.
Now today, because I emphasize the issue of graduating from Okorre Kidakyonka to working for the stomach and the pocket, but doing so with the Chibaro.
Kale olwatyanu ali kutusomesya oba tubitira omusomo ogw'okukola nga tetukolera Kidakyonka naye nga tukola ebyokulya n'ebyokufuna esente mu nsawo naye nga tuteekamu ekibalo.
Before I sit down, let somebody from agriculture come and give us some examples of a barrow of the things. Using 1 acre as an example.
And Your Excellency, I will request that maybe after that one, I'm told there is a gentleman who left the wetlands, is doing fish farming and is getting 72 million per year. Honorable Magezi found him in Parish.
Thank you, Your Excellency. In this area, we have identified and selected enterprises for both intensive farming and extensive farming. But for purposes of the Chibaro, I will mention those you have highlighted because they are also relevant to this region. The average land holding for the area is 1.9 acres. If I start with the animal industry, Your Excellency, apiary, if you start with 10 beehives.
Namyangu, you are the secretary, you write and you have to translate. No, you write and he speaks, then you translate later.
I can give you the notes.
I have appointed Namyangu as secretary.
Thank you. So, Your Excellency, if a farmer starts with 10 hives, the first year he earns a profit of 400. The second year,
400 what?
400,000. The second year, he earns a profit of 3.176 million. The third year, he earns 4.04 million. Now, piggery is the most lucrative. If you start with the brand that we have exhibited here today, you start with 5 hogs, that's 5 pigs. In 7 months, if you do intensive farming and feeding, you earn a profit of 24 million. And if you go to poultry, if you start with 200 birds for broilers, for the cradles and rainbows we have exhibited here for small-scale farmers, the total production net profit in 4 months is 1.6. So if you do it for a year, 1.6 times 3, that makes it roughly 5 million. Your Excellency, if we go for goats, we have 3 types of goats. 2 are indigenous, and 1 is imported from South Africa. We have exhibited the one imported from South Africa because it's a star, and we are multiplying it on our farms managed by NAGRIC. If you start with 10 goats, as an enterprise, the total income per year is 4 million. And actually 4 million is the profit. We sell them at subsidized prices from our farms at 250 each, while the import price is 500, up to 1 million sometimes. Dairy cattle. We have exhibited 2 types of dairy cattle. One is the Ashire for the big farmers. If you start with 3 heifers for the Ashire, at the end of the year, you make a profit of 10 million point 9 out of milk. So you can add on the offsprings, either a bull or a heifer at that cost. A jersey is a small animal, is hardy, and it gives high quality milk, and it feeds less. It's the one we are recommending for the Buked region and actually Eastern region as a whole. If you start with 3 heifers of a jersey, you collect 25 liters of milk per day. At the end of the year, you make a profit of 7.86 plus the offsprings, whether bulls or the cost of the offsprings. Here in Chibuku, Your Excellency, we have 4 dairy groups, and they are being supported through DDA and NAGRIC. Fish farming. Fish farming, which you have emphasized for this area, if we use tilapia for pond farming, at a half an acre pond with 10,000 fingerlings, the profit is 9.7 million per year. Tilapia cage farming, that is if you do cage farming on the lake, that is in a cage of 7 by 7 by 6 with 26,950 fingerlings. You earn a profit of 20 million per year. Catfish, which is very common here and which we recommend for the smallholders. A catfish pond of half an acre with 10 fingerlings, which can be availed from fisheries hatcheries, you earn 8.5 million. Your Excellency, if we got crop resources, and we specifically look at those enterprises you have highlighted. Citrus, which grows very well here, per acre, you earn 7 million. Your Excellency, in this area, we have introduced and supported hash avocado. In an acre, you can grow 160 trees. At the 5th year, you start earning profit. In 10 years, you have earned a profit of 198 million. The breakdown is available at our store, and we have put it in the manuals and the booklets we have saturated, and we are putting them into local language. Macadamia, 1 acre. At maturity, which is between 7 and 8 years, each acre you harvest, from the harvest, you earn a profit of 30 million per year. Cassava, Your Excellency, which is both for food and also commercial, in 1 acre, you harvest 20 tons, and the profit is 3.8 million. Your Excellency, you talked of coffee as an extensive crop. I'm happy to inform you that in Bukedi region, we are supporting 33 modular farmers. In Chibuk, where we are launching today, we are supporting 12 farmers. And the first year of 1 acre of robust coffee, you make a loss of 1.4. In the second year, you make another loss of 1.2. In the third year, you break even, you make 1.876 million. In the fourth year, you earn a profit of 6 million.4. In the 5th year, you earn 11 million, and you can stabilize depending on soil fertility and agriculture. Your Excellency, some of the enterprises we have availed the booklets. I encourage the farmers and the local leaders to pick these booklets at our stores for both livestock and crop resources. Thank you for your attention, Your Excellency.
Webale Honorable Bright Lwamirama, omukulu amusabire okutukobera esente gye tufuna mu bintu ebyenjawulo etubanga bye tukolere. Atukobere ente obanga olisya nzoki ng'olina emidumo 10, osobola omwaka ogusooka okufuna emiliyoni 2.25. Omwaka ogwokubiri, omwaka ogusooka
Namiyango ago magoba magoba ago omaze okujjako ensaasaanyayo okinyonyole bulungi.
ng'olina emidumu 10 egy'enzoki oteekamu ssente $1,485,000. Omwaka ogusooka n'ofuna ssente $2,225,000 ekitegeeza oba ofunira amagoba $40,000. Omwaka ogwokubiri amagoba ofuna $1,17,000. Omwaka ogwokusatu ofuna amagoba $4,400,000. Eprojekiti eyokubiri ebaire kuliisya mbiizi. Embiizi ejenene ng'egye baleetera awo gye batulagireku. Nakobera nti embiizi 5 osobola okuteekamu essente egirabirira obukaire 5 n'emitwalo 18.5 mu myezi 7 ofunamu $2,000,000 oba obukaire 29.2. Ekitegeeza amagoba oba ofuna obukaire 24 n'emitwalo 3.5. Ekintu ekindi ekyo tusobola okukola abairanu nga tulaga nti buli mbiizi omoiza essente gy'osobola okumutoolamu $24,000 abanga ererya emyezi 7 nga tuukire okukiseera ky'okumusala. Atulagire nti essente egyo gy'okumuliisya niyo essente gy'osobola okumuteekamu okumuliisya $21,000. Essente gy'okulya mbiizi ono okutuuka okukiseera kyawakiramu giba gyona $29,000 ne siringi 7.
Ebibala ebyo bingi bigenda kubatawanya kati emizinga enjoki.
No. The profit is this net profit.
She's mixing it up.
This don't ignore this.
Emizinga enjoki baziza cyo mu Ruganda enjoki.
Enzoki, Your Excellency.
Emizinga 10 amagoba omwaka $400,000.
No, 400.
Emitwalo 4.
Yes.
This is in the 4th year.
Omumwaka gwokusatu $4,000,000.
Yes.
N'emitwalo 4.
Okay. Then embizi
amagoba emitwalo obukaire 24 n'emitwalo 3.5 amagoba.
Enkoko 5 million. Bobosomesa abantu tobakoya n'ebibalo bingi ogaitako okutoola bija. Give summary.
Enkoko amagoba obukaire 2
obukaire 5 omwaka.
Omwaka $5,000,000 amagoba.
Okay, genda n'ebyange. Ente z'amata 3 ezibayita ez'ekika kya Ashaya $10.9 million.
$10,000,000
Ente 3 zonka.
Ente 3
jaze $7.8 million.
Odonto gondo mutono gwe batulagira adi ogwo betoganze y'amagoba obukaire 7.86.
Fish farming in half an acre 9.7 million.
Yes.
Okulima ebyenyanza engege enandere ng'atolimire mu kitundu kya Inka obukaire 9.7.
Another type of fish in cage farming 20 million.
Gino gye tukuumira mu butimba ofuna amagoba obukaire 2.
Catfish ndowooza ye maleeyo half an acre 8.5 million.
Yes.
Amale yofuna $8.5 ng'ate oteekera ekidiba ku kitundu kya Inka.
Citrus 7 million.
Emichungwa obukaire 7 okwekemoiza.
Avocado, he calculated a kibalo of 10 years 198 million.
Yoyo vakedo yo gondogo betambu ash. Omukoma oyako eri emyaka 10 nga oli kufuna milioni 1,906.
Mumunana.
Mu 1,908.
Macadamia 30 million per acre per year.
Yina ebi maido omwaka oyeria obukaira 3 omwaka.
Coffee
3.8.
in the 6th year you get a profit of 11 million.
Omwanyi omwaka gw'okutaano amagobo bofuna bukaira 11.
So the point here is that what I have told you, number one, go from okore kidachonka to working for the stomach and the pocket.
Nti ane ekikulo president ngo atukobeire ntakisoka kuzwa okukolera kida kyonka netwira okulimira ekida n'okolera ensawo.
Secondly, do so with the chibaro.
Ekyokubiri tukolenga tukiteekamo ekibalo.
Now, in conclusion,
okumaliriria
Namaundu, the religious leaders who preached,
enamaonda anu banaba bakulu b'eddiini abatusabire.
The sheikh told me how he's going from here all the way to Kabong and so on.
Osheka original kada tukobeire engere gyatambula okuzwanu n'abapaka yeyo Karamoje Kabongo.
I think he was telling me that he needs shoes to do that.
Kiwonekera baira kwa mukulu ati yetaaga engaito okole ekyo.
I will get him a pickup.
O president amuwaire motoka pickup baba tweyanzire.
Now the other two religious leaders, the reverend and the priest, the Catholic Church person, they did it only once prayed.
Bana basigaire aba Protestanti n'abakatoliki waire ngo muntu moiza asabire.
I think the Protestant was also saying the same, that he needed shoes. So I gave him smaller shoes.
Mbona Protestant yena baire alikusaba ngaito kale yo president akumuwe ngaito entontono.
I hear there are smaller cars called RAV4 or something. I will get those smaller cars.
Mwali we motoka entontono gye beto RAV4 abakuwa buli muntu RAV4.
Emuya mukatuliki emuya Protestant.
Emoiza ya mukatuliki egendi ya Protestant. Baba president weyanzire ino webale ino okuyamba abantu baiso tukola mu mulimo.
And then the LC1.
LC1 oyo chairman.
That one I give him piki.
Oyo bali kumuwe piki na sawa eno. Baba president webale chairman wa wanu president ali kuwe piki sawa eno.
And I think I'm having some small money here.
President ateo kubalika one sente entonto natakoyo kumukutula sawa eno.
Now the LC1 spoke in the Runyankoro of here, and he was talking of the primary school. I think Namayang would have to get us details. Would have to get us details about the school. What is it needed? Is it already a government school or what?
Your Excellency, it is a government school, but with dilapidated structures. So okay. I was requesting.
Then you write me a proper information. So, as a memory for our function here, we shall have to do something about it.
O President, asubizire nti omukwewukirya mikolo gye tukoleira ano alikwaba kutuzimbira isomero lino.
LC1, come and get your piki here.
LC1 oiruka kwate piki munange. Zena nkusanyukire kuino oiza bitirano oti. Oteke mesupidi ngani nzenga njirukire mbiro. Baba President tweyanzire. Tweyanzire ine piki ya LC1. Tweyanzire baba webale.
Now for the salary.
Emisala.
The salary of the LC1 and then the committee members.
Salary jaba LC1 chairperson zina ba member bali ku committee.
You see, you need to be a bit careful.
Kyetagisya okuba begendereza.
we decided to pay the LC1
twasalira okusasula LC1 chairperson
the small figure of 10,000
akasente akakatono ak'emitwalo 10 buli mwezi akamutwalo gumo buli mwezi
omutwalo gumweza
omutwalo gumo buli mwezi
because we wanted him to represent the committee.
kubanga twatakire yakiikirire ekomiti ye.
And we can see how to keep adding on that one.
Era twakuona engero gye twongeraku gye twabanga twongeraku kwekyo.
But if you say we pay the whole committee,
naye okooti basasule buli memba,
the figure will be so big.
Enani egyo sente gyaba nyingi.
We shall have to study it.
President akaba nti twetaaga okukyetegereza.
That's why
naye kyova
we should see how to empower all these leaders to have their own income.
naye kyova nti kyetaagisya abakulembeze bano kubayamba kubona bananyera okuba ne sente gyabwe.
So that like in these programs they should get and have income. Income from their own activities.
Ng'omupuroguramu gino abeerosi abo bona balina okufunamu babbe ne sente gyabwe.
But we can also study that one, then I will give a written answer to this idea of paying the whole committee, whether it is affordable or not and why.
Naye nga President asuubizire nti yeetegereza ekirowoozo ekyo ekyomuwaire okusasula buli memba awone nga kisoboka. Ekiba kisoboka kibe kisoboka, ekiba tekisoboka yabakobera.
So I thank everybody for coming.
Yeebalya buli muntu okwiza.
I thank the ministers the Prime Minister for organizing well this effort.
Yeebalirya ino Katiikiro wa Uganda okutukolamu mulimo.
The main pillar here is income going from okorera ekida kyonka to working for the ekida and the pocket.
Eriga ikulu oba empanga enkulu mu programu eno kuzwa mu kukolera kida kyonka tukolere kida naye nga tukolera n'ensawo.
That is the main pillar.
Niye empanga enene mu kintu kino.
The other pillars are to assist in that or supplement.
Era bisigaire byokuyamba ku kintu ekyo ddala kyesente mu nsawo.
But don't get lost in that.
Naye tetwagotereeyo.
Because you see, for instance, I sometimes hear people mixing up issues.
Kubalundawo n'abantu nga batawulatabula ebintu bino.
For instance, some people are mixing up the 39% who are not yet in the money economy.
Olundi batawulatawula bano ebitundu 39 abakaali kufuna ennyingiryo mu nsawo oba bakaali kola sente.
They call it those below they mix it with the people below the poverty line.
Bakitawulatawula n'abo bakaali bali omubwavu.
That's not correct.
Kini kyekituufu be.
The people below the poverty line are actually they were 19%.
Abantu abakaali omubwavu niyo abe 19 okukikumi.
I think now it's what is it, Ramadan? Come and tell us what is the latest with the corona.
Ayetera mukulu omuwandiisi omu ministry y'ebyesente aiza tukobere.
The ones below the poverty line.
Your Excellency, the number of people below the poverty line are 21.4%.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, they had gone to 19%.
Omukulu abaira tukobere nti abo bantu abakaali bali omubwavu mbu bali ebitundu 21 n'obutundu obugwaku naye President amukobera ati bali 17 awo.
Baali batuuse ku 19, baali basigaire 19.
Baali basigaire ku 19 ku bitundu 19 okukikumi.
Now, why is this? Why is this? I'm talking.
Mbulwaki kino?
The poverty
obwavu
they calculate whether you are eating enough food to give you enough calories.
babala obwavu nga babira okuwona emmere gy'olya ekuwa amaani agasoola okubeesyawo.
So the Bakorora Kida, when they grow food, it gives them some calories.
Abankolera kida bano balima emmere bafunamu amaani.
Then they get free health from government.
Tata ne bafunamu na birwaire.
Then they get education from government.
Bafuna n'okusoma kwa bwereere n'obujanjabi bwa bwereere.
So when they say this very poor, say no, it's not very poor because he's getting enough food, he's getting government health care, he has got education, and therefore he's above the poverty line.
Saati ane balingirira ku bintu ebyo ne bawona ng'omuntu oyo nkolera kida afuna emmere emmala okulya nafuna amaani okusoma kwa bwereere by'obujanjabi byo nafuna bya bwereere nga bakaata oyo timwavu.
So don't mix the two figures. When the 68% I was talking about, the ones who were outside the money economy, yes, they were outside, but still they were not so bad off because of the work of the government and the work, even that Okorere Kida was solving some of their problems by getting calories, food calories.
Kale tetwatawula ebintu bibiri ekyokukolera kida abakolera kida n'ababaavu kuba bana bankolera kida ibo olwe gavumenti ebintu ebyekolere ng'okututeera amasomero netuwa n'obujanjabi ate bona ne babanga basobola okwerimira emmere gye balya ng'olwise bayambako mu bizibu ebingi ibo tete bayambako kutabaliwo omuwaavu se bibiri tetwabitawula.
So this campaign is that please let's not go on with these people about Kongora. Do we have it in Rubere? Kongora.
Your Excellency, sonera tucheta ukongola.
When you are walking in the garden, some people are walking, others are just leaning on the hall talking.
Titwabana ababa kongola ng'owona omwaba mu nnimiro abandi balima babandi bayirire nyuma eno ukongola abandi baba ku masimu.
So that's what we want to get rid of.
Niye ekyo kye tutaka okulwanisya.
We don't want spectators.
Tetutaka iba bali awo ng'omulimo gwaye kulingirira bakola.
Spectators are for football. If you want spectators, you go to Nambole.
Aba balingirira ibo baba babira tete ku mupiira nga babe Nambole okulingirira nga banaawe nga bazeenya nga babe Nambole. Era obotaka byokulingirira oyo abe Nambole tobe eno mu bana bakola.
Banyankole koli tokoro abalorezi, those who go to watch.
Abanyankole babeeta abalolezi oba balingiriri.
So we want everybody to be in the field of economic development working.
Taka buli muntu abe ng'angira mu kisaawe eky'okukola.
Once that one is done, we shall eliminate poverty completely. It will no longer be 19%, it will be 0%.
Ekyo twakikola twaba tutoirewo waavu wona twaba nga tetuli mbusimanyi bitundu 18 ku 10 byayizira kimonga zero nga buli muntu aziro mu bwavu.
We are not here to conserve poverty.
Tetuli anu okuuma bwavu.
We can conserve elephants in the national park.
Tusobola okuuma enjovu eyo mu bitundu gye bakuumira ebisolo.
Conserve the swamps.
N'emiiga.
But not conserve poverty.
Naye nga tetukuumire bwavu.
Now we are doing everything wrong.
Buli kimu tuli kikola tutyo.
We don't conserve the swamps.
Buli kimu tuli kikola bibi tetuli okuuma emiiga.
We don't conserve the forests.
Tetukuumira ebibira.
We don't conserve the national parks.
N'amalundiro g'ebisolo eby'omu kisiko byonna tetukuumire.
But instead we conserve poverty.
N'ate ani ffe tuli ano tukuumire bwavu.
No, this is not correct.
Ekyo tikituufu kadi.
And I have proof that it can be done.
Your president alina kikakasa nti kino kisobola okukolebwa.
Because like those Banyankole whom I started with, they are out of poverty long ago.
Ngati ana ababanyankolo president gye yatandiikira omulimu guno gw'okulwanisya waavu bazuiraire mu waavu.
And if I was to invite people who did not believe, they would be shocked.
Era singa asobola okutweta ne twaba tuwonako ebintu ebyo
the ones who did not believe that the Banyankole could change.
Mbusinga asobola okweta abo bantu badde byatumulanga nabo nga tebayikirirya nti kisoboka ne baba baone kiri esaawa eno nga Abanyankole bakyukire basobola n'okwewuunya.
Awo Muganda we yagambira
Muganda niye akobeire
nti abaali baseka
ntabaali baseka
bajje bandabe.
bayize bambone.
With these few words, I threatened to launch.
Muna bigambo ebitono ebyo President atiisatiisya okuyigulawo.
Your Excellency.
Let me come back. I'm coming back.
Okay, thank you. Okay, come.
Let's do the music page. But you wait for him to come back.
Come back.
Mulinda ine tutandika na group. Tutandika na bana bakole. Tutamuone musalewo. Mutandike n'abaana.
Mutandike n'abaana kesokugiro.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. As we wait for His Excellency to come back, I want to take an opportunity to appreciate the message that we have all got from our grandpa, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. For records, my name is Chinovere Herbert, Member of Parliament here. I take this opportunity to inform the UC Brigade to prepare. The UC Brigade to prepare as Mzee is going to launch. Then RM UC Brigade, Chibuku, kindly move forward as Mzee is going to officially launch the PDM. All the two groups have been instructed that you move forward as Mzee is going to officially launch the Parish model. The issue of Nkororakida Ichonkani, it is coming to an end. Chibuku, remember this word came from here.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, and all of you honorable colleagues, allow me to thank the President and also inform you that whenever you are with the head of state, there is something new you learn. And I believe all of us have had something new to learn from his lecture. Your Excellency, there is one thing I wanted to remind everybody present, that this money is refundable. This money is refundable. It's not a donation. Use it. After using it, after benefiting from it, then you refund it to the circle so that others can also go and benefit from the same money. Thank you so much. And I believe the President can also help us to clarify on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister. I take the opportunity to appreciate the message. And on the same note, Your Excellency, you have the NRM Youth Brigade Chibuku. You have Azukulu. They have been there eager to show you that they are available. They are ready to transform Chibuku with your guidance. The issue of Nkorora Kida Chonkan, Your Excellency, it is ending today. As soon as we launch, Your Excellency, in Nkorora Kida, in Chibuku, in Ibukedi, in Ibugwere, it is done. And we want to become the model so that we remain on record that the district which used to work for only stomach is no longer that. Your Excellency, I take the opportunity to invite the NRM Youth Brigade to entertain you. NRM Youth Brigade Chibuku.
There was somebody of fish farming, the one who wanted to give up jersey on fish farming.
President alikubamba bata ko kutumula okuwayo obujulizi okubye Nyanza Aizan.
Your Excellency, I'm called Madu Lawrence from Palisa. I was being a rice farmer, but I changed rice into fish farming. I'm now benefiting from fish farming. Every 6 months I get 38 million. When I remove my capital of 14 million, the balance is my profit. I have even built an hatchery. Then I've tried my level of best to take my children to school. Good enough, the Office of the Prime Minister and Affairs Affairs had helped me to take one of my child to Mbara University doing medicine and research in medicine and surgery. I want to thank the Office of the Prime Minister because I've benefited a lot. I know now my level of education, I'm a primary 6, but I've got somebody which is going to get a degree in health. I'm thanking this government the way they do these things. This information I had from the radio when President Yoweri Museveni is speaking from Moroto. Then I picked that idea, I put in the ground. Now I'm benefiting. I have machines which are running, doing business. I've even employed somebody with a degree in fisheries in my projects. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Now, what were you earning from the rice in the swamp? How much were you earning?
In that garden, I was getting only 4 bags.
4 bags?
Just only 4 bags. When I got to Shell, I got around 660,000.
660,000?
Yes.
Imagine 660,000 and destroying the wetland. And now he's earning more than 70 million a year. This is what we are talking about. What's your name?
I'm called Madu Lawrence Ogwang from Palisa.
Obang?
Yes.
Eyalama? Thank you. Okay, let's get the Bazukuru.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and want to appreciate. I think in Gaisha Bagwere, Echo Chakwega, as Bagwere, we must learn from that. Your Excellency, with your permission, I request you allow Bazukuru, the Kibuku NRM Youth Brigade, to entertain you. Kibuku NRM Youth Brigade. Thank you so much, your NRM Youth Brigade.
Area bagani baiswe. Area Baba Ojaja. His Excellency. Yo Erika Guta Museveni. Baba tuliomba isogo tweyanzire. Webalo kuiza. Nga iswabe NRM Kibuku Youth Brigade. Baba tusaba. Ngoli tuona. Tulwaine kuzwanyu medi. Baba totwera bilo nakulwati anu. Nga itukuwaine ku baba. Tusaba biwe lwati. Sona tusabe ntandikwa. Baba tusaba kuisya sola. Tweyanzire baba. Nsaba katonda kuletere. Au kanje mirembe.
Nandere SS with our poem. Nandere SS with your poem. Nandere SS, Your Excellency. As Nandere SS, you are Bazukulu. Kibuku District, Your Excellency, has 2 constituencies.
By Youth Brigade, ngenda kuteka milioni 2 mu cycle yimwe.
I therefore request Your Excellency, allow my colleague, the honorable member from Kabwere constituency, to invite your younger daughters who have the message for you. My name once again is Chinovere Herbert, the host member of parliament and the vice chairperson NRM parliamentary caucus. You are welcome, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, I'm by the name of David Stephen, member of parliament for Kabwere County, a co-host the 2 constituencies in the Kibuku district. And Nandere Senior Secondary School, which is on stage, is a government school and has been the best performing government school for the last 2 years. It is on stage to give you a poem.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nandere Secondary School on the stage. We are going to recite a poem entitled Parish Model Our Hope. Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Muharram 7, you are most welcome. Welcome to Kibuku District. Blessed we are, for you love Kibuku District and Abagwele at large. Your Excellency, thanks for the vivid and wise guidance during the tough COVID-19 era. We are still alive because of you. It's the Banange Chaire, Tuna Wire no Kumbia Kumabega. Yes, very early garden we not how we did from here to there. Ezo no una na yengo bimbite ruoneka. Amakungula gaise kwa zamu matono ino. Tigatu malokuliano kutukutunak bebebe. Pure subsistence and helpful farming. To Sigarabaki. Poverty remains our identity. Estu to kolera bida byonkani. Poverty. Anango utaki buruma ino. Ewe shona andere. Kibuku yona. Uganda has a country all engulfed by poverty. Our future damaged. Children next to it. Abana tibasoma. School fees in pound. Endwe nyingi. Kendo kwe janja vya tuula. Our marriages and pregnancies of the day. Banga batako kusoma na yaba zaire tibesola. Ewisweba andere. Ebizimbe bitono na yokusoma taka. Poverty, never a friend. My friend, have you not heard? A government yarangirire parish model. Lere sente bareta kumiruka. Okusingira kimomaka. Omuntu wansi in the community yakula. What? Kwezi mwakwelezi mushimniki. A parish model. Niga zero kumpi na iswe. Muavu. Otu ile mukulakulana. Iye, parish model. Niye zero kope sente uli maka. Ngorukulakulana. Ngatukanjiri akama kwa matontono. Kopa wakalibu. Mbe, parish model. Kopa wakari. Nabaseza. Nabavuka. Nabaleme. Nabakaile. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, guno mulembe tigwogona era tigwokolera bidda byonkani. Banange, our government is so good. True. Eni mayamulembe yatuwa makungula manji. Abana basoma obala somusawo yasigala for development. What are solutions to our problems? Grandpa, we students of Nandere Secondary School greatly thank you for the parish model. Our parents' income will improve, but the school need a Nandere school model. We lack laboratories, no vehicles to school areas, inadequate classrooms, dangers of forced animal emergencies. Please, build and shelter us at school. Our area MPs, Okuba Sembesya Kabeire Kakodio, Honorable Mgole Shabat, Mama Jennifer, Honorable Mgole Stephen, Okari Miaka, Naevi Okoye Nevi Tsubira, so far so good. Your Excellence, our MPs have a redundant heart of service at Evatakiri Nomutu Wansi. Fellow Ugandans, embrace the parish model. From poverty to our monetary economy, avoid corruption and misuse of these funds. Yes, I see Uganda transformed. Parish model, our hope. Bravo, the President of Uganda. Bravo, the NRM government. Long live parish model for God and my country.
Abazukuru bagambye nti omulembe guno sigwa kugona ate tugwa kukola kidda kyonka. Muhulira abagwere. Have you heard? The children have talked. About your school, we shall let your MPs write and we see what to do about your school.
Thank you very much. We are grateful.
Abagwere babeere bakonsavinga okukola ekidda kyonka aye batema emiti ya kakungulu. Emiti ya kakungulu gye yasimbye wano egimu bagitemye. Instead of conserving the trees, you are conserving mubeere conserving obwavu. Naye kati abaana babagambye nti ebyo biweire n'ekyamaana atumwire. Mwebale ino.
Your Excellency, thank you, but our school has a report and it has been handed. Your Excellency, thank you very much, but our school has a report and it has been handed to the security for checkup. So we request you to have time and read it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Bazukuru, Mzei's Bazukuru. So at this juncture, Your Excellency, we would ask you, and we beg your indulgence, that you launch everything that you've been talking about and what you've been guiding us about is in the manuals. You have 4 manuals there, and they are, we shall just represent them on the board there. But before we do that, Your Excellency, please we ask you to give the circle, this particular parish, the money has already reached the account, so you can hand over that dummy check. The money is already on the account, but you can symbolically hand over that dummy check to the beneficiaries. They are here. So one is the parish chief, the other is the circle chairman. So that is Namawondo Parish, where we are right now. And like we told you, we have 28 circles that have received money by last evening, and the rest are going to be coming in as and when finance pays. So thank you very much, Your Excellency. Now, Your Excellency, the 4 manuals are there with you, but we have that board just symbolically sign on it to show that you have launched all the manuals and the guidelines. I'm very sorry, Honorable Ministers, you were supposed to go through these guidelines, but because of time, let the President just sign on that. Thereafter, the ministers, please, you, Honorable Frank Tumwebaze, Honorable Betty Amongi, Honorable Chris Baryomunsi, Honorable Muyingo, Honorable Katumba Wamala, and Honorable Raphael Magezi, the 7 pillar heads. Honorable Kasaija of Finance. And of course, the Minister for Presidency, please come over. Vice President and Prime Minister, you can join in. Right Honorable Chigongo, and the Secretary General can, if it is okay with you, please join in. So, Your Excellency, that is symbolic to sign and launch the guidelines of all the pillars, which we have given to you and given to your security. Honorable Bright Ramirama, I think Honorable Tumwebaze is not on. Honorable Bright Ramirama, can you please? Okay, Your Excellency, you can go ahead and sign, and the ministers will sign thereafter. I have called him, he has refused to call. Right Honorable Haji Musa Chigongo, His Excellency needs you. Dr. Pamela, National Planning Authority, His Excellency needs you there as well. Secretary General, you cannot, the manifesto is yours, you can't miss out. Please, I humbly ask you. This is an NRM manifesto program. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. The rest of you can whatever. Now, Your Excellency, before you take your seat, Your Excellency, you have others to launch. You have the tractors, motorcycles, and bicycles. Please, Honorable Bright Ramirama and Honorable Magezi, please. Yes, the beneficiaries are right there. So, the rest, I think you can see it on the screens. So His Excellency is going to hand over tractors to some of the beneficiaries. So the beneficiaries, please stay near what they are going to give you. And this is something symbolic. Your Excellency, the beneficiaries are there, and your team will hand over the equipment to them. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. I think that is it. Those are the beneficiaries of this equipment, which you see behind. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Minister of Agriculture and Local Government, for providing this equipment. Your Excellency, thank you very much. And at this juncture, we request that we have the anthems as we close this function. Thank you.
We once again want to thank you for being part of the launch of the parish development model here at Chibuku Primary School in Chibuku District. And the last and final event that you've just witnessed right now on TV is the handover of the 10 tractors that have been supplied by...
Everybody to know that this money is a revolving fund.
Sente ejaba kubanga gikozesebwa nga ate giiribwa.
At least a revolving fund zitwetoloolamu.
Gitwetoloola mu weetoolooli atwala tetayirya ate togondye na natwala.
The money belongs to the SACCO.
Esente gye SACCO ey'omuluka.
It is a grant from the government.
Sente giziira mu gavumenti okuweewa SACCO yanywe.
We don't want you to pay back the government.
Tataaka tatayima okugiyirirya gavumenti naye gyanyu.
But you must pay back the SACCO.
Naye mulina okuyirirya SACCO yanyu omuluka ogwo.
Because this is your bank.
Kuba eno banka yanyu.
You use, you pay back, and somebody else uses.
Ogikozesa tetonoyirya omwina yena natwala yena nakozesa nayirya.
Starting next year, if we put in 100 million per year,
okutandika n'omwaka ogwiza gw'essente singa tere tuteekamu miliyoni 10.
In 4 years, we will be having 400 million shillings.
Omu myaka ena twaba tulina miliyoni 4 omuluka.
And if you want, you can even put in your own savings so that it grows faster.
Naye mutaka mwena muyinza okuterekanga megyanyu awo kiyamba ne sente gino okula mangu.
Therefore, don't bring the talk of casino. No. This is, yes, it's a casino, but for paying back so that everybody gets.
Timwaleetamu ebyo mbu simanyi kasimo. Esente gino muntu atwala nagiirya mwina yena nakozesa sente gyanyu gikulire omuluka gwanywe.
Gikulire SACCO yimwe.
Gikulire mu SACCO yanyu.
Thank you.
Webale President. Banange twembe anthems starting with East Africa. Eyanzire ino Baba President. Abakuluma namwe no mwizire banange mwebale. Era Baba eyamala okuzwawo bakagwa bange ekyo musana kiriwo timwatulekera. There is lunch. Our honorable ministers, Right Honorable Prime Minister, Your Excellency, the Vice President, and all our guests. There is lunch.
District Chairman should come, the 7 districts should come for the guidelines.
And the chairpersons of the different districts, you pick your guidelines, they are here. You pick copies of the guidelines.
Have been said, and quite a number of things, and you heard from His Excellency the President of Uganda, the different persons all talk about the launch of the parish development model, and the ministers here have actually belabored to explain to us the difference between the parish development model and all the other complementary programs that the government has put in place recently, just having a myoga. And of course the President labored to explain to us how these are not in conflict with one another, but how they complement one another to ensure that it is all intended to increase on the household incomes of the persons. Now remember, this stems from the NDP3 and the manifesto of the National Resistance Movement. So whatever is being said and done here is all a purpose to ensure that it gets Ugandans out of the scorching poverty. Now this venue here today is one of those where the President came and he just got surprised that the people openly and frankly told him they are people who are used to hand and mouth. That's all they do, that's all they know, and that's how they live. The President realized that yes, there was something missing and something needed to be done to them, and that's why, or that's what informs the decision of having this day launched here at Chibuku Primary School in Chibuku District. Now joining me just right here is the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Amina. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much. We are live on UBC TV, and just to hear from you, how has it been for you? What was your expectation, and how would you sum this up to our viewers?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to first of all invite my pillar manager. The Ministry of ICT and National Guidance is the lead of the Parish Development Management Information System. We are digitizing the parish development model. We want to be able to know that if money or funds have been given to a parish, how do we account for these funds in a transparent manner? How do we plan for them? How do we track them? How do we monitor and evaluate the success of the project by a click of a button? So what we have done as a Ministry of ICT is to develop the system. You see that logo? The Parish Development, PDMIS is the logo for the Parish Development Management Information System. We have gone to all households in the villages of 5 districts in Bukedi North and collected data from household to household. We have profiled villages to know in this village what kind of services do we have in terms of social services, how many schools do we have, how many hospitals, what are the churches or buildings in this village, the roads, how many people are there, so that at the end of the day, government is able to plan for this. My pillar manager. You
call her sector manager, pillar manager.
Pillar manager. The pillar manager for the system.
Hello, I'm Dambia Vivian. I'm the pillar manager for PDMIS, the Parish Development Management Information System. So we are digitizing, like the PS has said, digitizing the PDM process. We have 7 pillars And the PDMIS is focusing on each of those pillars. So we have 7 modules of the system.
We still have an internet challenge in the country. I know that ICT is trying to do their best, but we still have an internet challenge in the country. And we talk about it in terms of infrastructure. We also talk about the costing of internet. What is the need for us to ensure that it's actually the driver over all the things? Because when you look at everything here, it's supposed to be driven by the PDMIS, but yet we have still deficit in infrastructure, and the costing seems to be very high for internet in this country.
Actually, the reason why we are developing the system and collecting all this information is to inform us where do we need the services, where do we need to expand the internet. Currently, for the past years, we have developed, made connectivity for the internet up to county level, district level.
Up to some districts. So
up to district level. Our plan is to extend to other districts, go to sub-counties, and then with the information we are collecting, drill down up to parish level and have all Ugandans enjoy the internet, because it is now a social good that everyone is supposed to.
Do you guarantee us that when somebody gets into, when PDMIS is actually developed, that someone can actually go to it as a one-stop center to know what is happening with the parish development model, or we need to source this information from the different pillar managers or so?
No. We have a module within it where we will have all the information about the parishes. We will also be able to get information back from the citizens. That module is interactive. Where citizens talk to us, we talk back to them. We will have information to do with every parish. What's happening? What is how many people received seedlings? How you will find all of that in one place. So yes, we don't have.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Permanent Secretary for Ministry of ICT, Dr. Amina. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and thank you all viewers. I encourage all Ugandans, all our political leaders, the technical people, the RDCs, community leaders, to please encourage the people in your parishes, in your villages, to register when our people collecting data for the system come to your villages, because by registering all the people and identifying their needs, we are able to plan for our country in a better way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, PS. Thank you very much, all people. And to just let you know that here is why it's actually been here today. I'm launching the parish development model at Chibuku Primary School in Chibuku District. We want to thank you so much. And of course, you've heard from all those. We had an opportunity to speak to all the managers virtually, those who are supposed to run this. Now, when you look at the parish development model, it's an inter-ministerial planning of sorts, where it doesn't concern just one parent ministry, but several ministries. And that's where we are. It is the launch, and we hope that the PDM will actually become a game changer in the lives of Ugandans, in transforming and changing the lives of Uganda and our livelihoods. We want to wish you all the best now, getting you back to Kampala. For me, Jagan Asemakola Ziksoka, on behalf of all the team that we've been with here in Chibuku District, wish you all the best as we get back to our broadcast house in Kampala. For God and my country, blessings.